State time. Yes. Obviously, we made that pretty close at the end. Give Coppin State a lot of credit for they kept their fight up. But I was just happy that we didn't, kind of crumble when we hit some adversity and we were able to pull out the win. I thought the first half we were really good, and I thought our defense was really good. We were locked in. We talked a lot about, setting the tone in this game. In every game we play at home, but particularly this pre-Christmas game, sometimes, players can just be ready to go home for the holidays, and it's hard to set the tone. So I thought we did that, and then obviously in the second quarter we got a little bit third quarter, uninterested, but we were able to come back and get the win.
What is the benefit of, even though you'd rather not play in a close game like that, if you have to, being able to pull it out by making plays late? Yeah,
the more close games you're in, the more confident you're going to be in those situations. And we've been in a few now, especially since Puerto Rico. But it's good to come on the winning side of that and just learn how to win when there's adversity at the end of a game. Now, Coppin State, they've been in 3 overtime games and won them all. So they had a lot of confidence in the end of the game. And the more that we close out games like this, we're going to, when these situations come, we're going to be just as confident.
Edessa, this has been you've had some adversity you've faced this season. What did it feel like today to kind of get back and look like yourself again?
It felt really good. Everybody been so supportive of me through the whole process. And, yeah, it's just been, I felt good in the last 2 practices. So then coming into this game, I had my confidence back. And, yeah.
I guess, Latasha, to follow up on that, what does it mean for the team to have Edessa contributing like that?
I would say it means a lot. Just going to Puerto Rico without her kind of just put the whole team in a little downstate. But just coming back, knowing that she was getting better, and we were going to be able to have her back in practice because she brings a lot of energy. She's just always ready to work. Doesn't matter if it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m. She's always going to come and show up for us. So just having her back, it feels really good. The energy's there for sure.
Coach, this is now the second game back with Paris Clark back playing and everything. So what kind of impact does she have when she's out there for you guys?
Yeah, I think, Paris is still working her way back in. She just got hit with a bunch of, injuries. Obviously, nothing that was going to keep her out for the season. But, it's hard when you're in and out and you get hurt and then you get back in. And, it's just a difficult thing to do to get in rhythm. But I thought today she looked more like herself. She was flying around on defense. She was rebounding. She had 7 boards. She got to the paint and finished. 5 assists, just things like that. She really is a stat sheet stuffer. And I think we're just going to see that more and more from her.
And just now with the non-conference slate coming to a close, how do you just evaluate where your team is at right now before you guys pick up conference play?
Yeah, I like where we're at right now. Obviously, we were on that 4-game skid and had to just get our confidence back, believe in each other, learn each other a little bit more, have some more consistent play, and I think we're doing that. So we're going to continue to evolve. It's a process, but I like where we are. I think we're confident. We're getting deeper. We're getting healthier. So I think we're moving into conference play the way you want to move in, confident.
Edessa, I think Coach told us at a press conference recently that you had pneumonia and you ended up having to go to the hospital. What was that experience like? Had you been through anything like that before?
No, I've never been that sick before. So it was kind of hard. It was different because my family wasn't here, but everybody here supported me. Everybody was always texting me when they were in Puerto Rico, and my athletic trainer was really supportive during the process. He came to the hospital. They helped me.
How long were you in the hospital?
6 days.
5 or 6 days, something like that.
How long did it take? Are you back to now you feel fully fit and back in shape, or are you still working through that process?
I'm almost there. My conditioning needs to get a little better, but I'm almost back fully.
I guess, Max, the question I asked Latasha, what does it mean to have a healthy and contributing Edessa in your lineup?
Oh, it's great. she knows the system. She understands scouting reports, has a very high IQ, so she's able to help out. So if somebody messes up a coverage, she always knows what she's supposed to do, or a play or whatever. So that part of it's great, and then also she's talented. You can see she can play inside and out. Do multiple things on offense. She had a huge 3 at the end of the game. But no, I mean, she just affects the game in multiple ways. So it's just been a blessing to have her back.
You've been playing a lot of that 3-2 zone. Have you been, earlier in your career at Missouri State, did your teams play a lot of zone, or are you doing it more here with this lineup?
I'm more of a man-to-man coach, but, when I do play zone, I prefer the 3-2 zone. I've coached it. I played in it. I know it very well. But, my first couple years, we played 2-3 here when we did go zone because it was just personnel thing. So this year I feel like we're long, we're athletic, we have players that can play multiple positions, and I felt like the 3-2 zone fit us better, and we've just been working on it, and it is going to be something that we do. I've always been a fan of that. I think it's harder to attack than a 2-3 zone.
What about having Latasha at the top of it with her size and length? That seems to add a different element to it, doesn't it?
No, I was just kidding. Yeah, of course. I mean, you see 6'4", 6'5", long staring at you at the top. You got to think about some things. So Tosh definitely does a great job, of just disrupting the offense from the top and flying in there and rebounding too. She's a versatile player, and when you have players like that, then this is a great zone to play.
Latasha, when you're up top like that in the zone, do you have to remind yourself to get back and rebound because you're starting a long way from the basket?
I don't have to remind myself. I hear everybody yelling.
I was going to say, we remind her, don't worry about it.
I'm always reminded in the head, but I always hear somebody yelling rebound. So it's an instant at this point. Just go.
Yeah. What's the holiday schedule for the team?
Everybody's leaving now, pretty much. Obviously we have a lot of local players and things like that, but people are going wherever they're going for the holidays, and then we'll come back and get ready for Notre Dame.
For either of the players, can you just talk about at the end there in the fourth quarter, you guys were down by just 1 point, but just how you guys battled back and ended up getting the win there in the end?
I would just say, just coming together for sure. Coach Mox definitely rallied us together and just let us know, guys, we just need to close this down, keep going hard. The rebounds were important, and I think we just kind of just laid back a little bit, and as a team, we can't really do that because when we verse good teams, that's going to be a hard hole to dig out of. So I think just rallying the troops, getting together and knowing that we need to rebound, take good shots, and obviously play defense. And we just took the win. So
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.